UnitedHealth shareholders are angry that the company was not able to pursue the aggressive anti-consumer tactics required to achieve earning goals. So they're not, Kurt. So they're not screwing people as hard as they were before the shooting. Isn't that weird?
Shareholders are upset.
And the shareholders are now upset that UnitedHealth isn't screwing their customers quite as hard.
Well,
so
they must be scarier.
No, the shareholders are upset that UnitedHealth isn't screwing their customers anymore out of healthcare as hard as they were. Because why? Because then their stock shares go down. Guess what? You remember when Luigi Mangione shot that guy, the United Healthcare guy in the street? Remember that? Well, guess what? Now the Justice Department is investigating that insurance company. United Health.
Victim?
I thought they were a victim. United Health is under criminal investigation by the Justice Department for possible Medicare fraud. Really? Wow. An insurance company is under investigation for fraud? I thought they only investigated the United States for insurance fraud, right? So citizens. So anyway, what made the Justice Department suspicious? The United Healthcare CEO being executed in the middle of the street like he was Paul Castellano from the Gambino family? You think that had anything to do with it?
It was like the steakhouse shooting.
Yeah. Here it is. United Health under criminal probe for possible Medicare fraud. The U.S. Department, the United Health said it had not been notified by the Department of Justice about the supposed criminal investigation.
Oh, really?
And the company stood by the integrity of our Medicare Advantage program. The stock fell 8% after the report of this. 8%. Wow. Okay. The health insurer has been under pressure for months. On Tuesday, UnitedHealth Group CEO Andrew Whitty stepped down unexpectedly, and the company simultaneously suspended its 2025 financial forecast due to rising medical costs. Oh, so now people are looking at United Healthcare, and they're noticing that they've been screwing people illegally, criminally, denying them healthcare coverage that they paid for. And so now they're like, oh, you know what? We're going to stop doing that for a while because now the Department of Justice is looking at what we're doing. So we're going to stop doing all that shady stuff we've been doing and screwing over people and denying them health care so we can put more money in our pocket. The announcement sent shares plunging nearly 18% to a 4-year low. Look at that. Good.
Yeah, that CEO killed more people than Hamas, by the way.
That's right. Stephen Hemsley, who led the company for more than a decade until 2017, is taking back the reins following setbacks, including the December murder of Brian Thompson, the CEO of the insurance unit, which catapulted UnitedHealth into the public consciousness. It's such a shame when a company suffers a setback. Like the CEO being gunned down in the street. That's just a setback.
Wait, it catapulted them into public consciousness. They're the largest insurer in the United States of United States citizens.
Yeah.
So how would you... I think people were conscious they were getting screwed before that.
The Department of Justice Healthcare Fraud Unit is overseeing the criminal investigation, which focuses on the company's Medicare Advantage business practices. While the exact nature of the potential criminal allegations against UnitedHealth is unclear, it has been an active probe since at least last summer, the newspaper said. And that's not a Diddy probe. That's a real probe. In February, the Journal reported a civil fraud investigation into UnitedHealth's Medicare practices. The company had then said it was unaware of any probe. In the same month, Chuck Grassley, U.S. Senator Chuck Grassley, launched an inquiry into the UnitedHealth's Medicare billing practices, requesting detailed records of their compliance program and other related documents. UnitedHealth shares went down about 40% for the year. This is good. This is good news. The Department of Justice earlier this month filed a lawsuit accusing 3 of the largest U.S. health insurers of paying hundreds of millions of dollars in kickbacks to brokers in exchange for steering patients into their insurers' Medicare Advantage plans. So the brokers who are supposed to be there to make sure everything's on the up and up are taking bribes.
What is this, the vaccine industry?
Right? Nearly half of the 65 million people covered by Medicare, the United States program for people age 65 and older or with disabilities are enrolled in Medicare Advantage plans run by private insurers. You know, instead of calling it healthcare, they should just call it health who gives a shit. That maybe wouldn't be so angry and get so shooty.
Yeah. I thought somebody cared.
The insurers are paid a set rate for each patient, but can be paid more if patients have multiple health conditions. Standard Medicare coverage is managed by the government. This is from the New York Sun. The CEO of embattled UnitedHealth Group, Andrew Whitty, who caused an uproar after defending the policies that led Luigi Mangione to allegedly murder the CEO of subsidy United Healthcare, abruptly handed in his resignation on Tuesday. So he sees what's happening. He goes, he doesn't want to be around for the bloodletting. He doesn't want to be around for the criminal investigation. He wants to get as far away as he can. He wants to leave town. That's what that's. So the guy who's running this criminal organization called a healthcare company is now, he's skipping. He's out of Dodge.
Didn't they not change their ways after the shooting? They didn't, from what I understand, they kind of kept going the same way they were going.
Well, it looks like they're not. Breaking, Luigi Mangione appointed as special prosecutor, United. Nice. United Healthcare sued by shareholders over reactions to CEO's killing. What? United Health shareholders are angry that the company was not able to pursue the aggressive anti-consumer tactics required to achieve earning goals. So they're not, Kurt. So they're not screwing people as hard as they were before the shooting.
And
Isn't that weird?
The shareholders are upset.
And the shareholders are now upset that United Health isn't screwing their customers quite as hard.
Well, so they must be scarier.
No, the shareholders are upset that United Health isn't screwing their customers anymore out of healthcare as hard as they were. Because why? Because then their stock shares go down.
They didn't achieve earnings goals. So you know what that means?
Yeah.
These dickheads bet ahead of time that the same amount of ill-gotten gains would come in. So they've already made those bets ahead of time. So they have to hit those numbers. Or else I bet the consequences are worse than Luigi Mangione.
So the shareholders are such scumbags that they're actually launching a lawsuit to try to get United Health to keep screwing people who paid them for health coverage. That's what this says.
Here's a fun fact. One of the major shareholders of that company is her name's Tish, of the Tish family. Was appointed the new police commissioner to make, when Luigi Mangione came in with all those 20 cops for him, that was her order. She just came in. And because her family's a major shareholder in this,
right.
That's probably to make sure he gets stitched up nice and real good.
So the shareholder group argued that the public backlash prevented the company from pursuing, quote, the aggressive anti-consumer tactics that it would need to achieve its earning goals. Do you see? They want them to do anti-consumer. They want them to screw their customers so they can make more money, so much so that they're suing them to try to force them to screw their customers out of healthcare. That's the kind of maniacs who are the shareholders of United Health. As such, the company was deliberately reckless in doubling down its previously issued guidance. The suit reels. What?
That seems to contradict that, doesn't it?
No. I don't see it. As James
Are they saying, like,
if they were any shadier, it'd be nighttime. That's all I'm saying. So outside of tax, it is a little bit crazy that investors are suing United Health because Luigi Mangione actually succeeded in getting the company to be less greedy and more patient-friendly. Yeah. This is not a meme coin. This is United Health stock down 70% since Luigi Mangione murdered their CEO. Wow. 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 And that's the guy who put the pop back into Pop Hero, Luigi Mangione.
We don't really know that he's guilty, by the way. It's pretty tenuous.
Right.
I don't believe this thing where they have a manifesto on their person at all times. I don't believe the killer's diary. I don't know why people still fall for that.
It seems like there's a lot of sketchy things happening around the Luigi Mangione arrest and prosecution already. as Kurt pointed out, the person in charge appointed to do the prosecution, her family has a lot of money invested in UnitedHealth. Well, what? Doesn't seem shady at all.
Southern District of New York, by any chance? Yeah.
And so I wouldn't be surprised. I would not be surprised if Luigi Mangione was set up. I wouldn't be surprised at all. Anyway, there you go. Good for the Department of Justice, at least. We'll see what happens. They're now going after UnitedHealth criminally, and it looks like the market's already spoken. Come see us live in Los Angeles, Buffalo, Toledo, Montreal, Ottawa, Glasgow, Manchester, Belfast, Dublin, London, Liverpool, Birmingham. Go to jimmydore.com for a link for tickets.